Dash. So now we're going to read the story about the Pied Piper of Hamelin. So we're going to read out of, this is a Disney book. I believe it had a cover on it. It's a Silly Symphonies version of the Pied Piper. So we're going to read that version, okay? So it's going to start like this. In a pretty little walled German town of Hamelin, almost 500 years ago, the people were having a terrible time. The trouble was rats. Rats fought the dogs and killed the cats. Rats bit the babies in their cradles. Rats ate everything in sight. Cheese, sausages, fruit, and the noise of their squeaking in 50 different sharps and flats drowned out everyone's conversation. At last the people grew tired of this plague of rats, and they demanded that the mayor do something about it. The mayor spoke to the crowd of angry citizens gathered near the city gate. As the mayor of this fair city, he said, I promise to give this bag of gold to anyone who can rid us of these terrible rats. I would sell my ermine gown for a trap that would really work on these monstrous rats. But just then, a voice rang out from the back of the crowd, Stop! The crowd turned and looked. The mayor turned to look. Even the rats turned to look. There stood the strangest figure. He was dressed from head to foot in a queer long coat, half yellow, half red. He was tall and thin, with sharp blue eyes, long, straight hair, and an odd smile that played about his mouth. He carried a long, slender pipe, tied to the end of a red and yellow striped scarf that hung about his neck. I'll rid your town of rats, he called out. All right, the mayor said, you'll get the bag of gold if indeed you know how to get rid of these pesky rats. Please, your honor, said the man, I am able by means of a secret charm to draw all creatures living beneath the sun, whether they creep or swim or fly or run after me. I mostly use my charm on creatures that harm people. The mole, the bat, the snake, the rat. He smiled a little as if he knew the magic would be he knew what magic he commanded. People called me the Pied Piper. Then the piper started to blow on his pipe, while his skinny fingers moved over the stops. Before 3 shrill notes had sounded, there was a muttering that grew to a rumble that sounded as if that grew to a mighty rumble, and out of the houses tumbled hundreds of rats. Big rats, little rats, thin rats, brawny rats, brown, gray, and black, and tawny rats, old one, young ones, father rats, mother rats, sisters, brothers, uncles, cousins. Whole families of rats followed the Pied Piper as if their lives depended on it. From street to street he went, piping his tune, while thousands of rats poured out of the houses and followed behind him, dancing. The piper led the army of rats through the city gate, down the road, beyond the town. When the last rat passed from the gate, a loud cheer went up from the people watching on the walls. They slammed the gate closed and looked at their ratless town with joy and relief. The piper, meanwhile, pointed down the road to the rats. There in the distance was a gigantic Swiss cheese, a towering cheese, gleaming like some magical rat fairyland. The rats needed no urging. Off they raced past the piper, falling all over one another in their haste to reach the cheese. One by one they disappeared through the holes into the cheese until every last one of them was out of sight. Then the piper started back to town. The mayor and the townspeople were waiting on top of the wall. The gate was closed. I'll take my bag of gold now, the piper called to the mayor. What? Exclaimed the mayor. All you did was pipe a tune. And the people chorused, Yes, all you did was pipe a tune. Here's your pay, and the mayor tossed 1 piece of gold down to the piper. The piper caught it and glared up at the people. Don't trifle with me, he warned. Folks who make me angry find that I pipe another tune. I'll pipe your children right out of the town. Blow your pipe until you burst, the mayor retorted. Yes, blow your pipe until you burst, the townspeople repeated. Once more, the piper did put his long pipe to his lips, and before he blew 3 notes, 3 soft, sweet notes, there was a rustling and a bustling of merry crowds hustling. Small feet were pattering and little hands were clapping. Children were chattering, and out ran all the boys and little girls. They dropped whatever they were doing, and with sparkling eyes they danced and skipped towards the sound of piping. They went over the city gate burst open, and out danced the children. shouting and laughing as they followed the piper and his tune down the road. One little lame boy on crutches hobbled after the others. The last of the children passed through the gate. The mayor and the people watched the children leave, struck dumb with horror. But when they saw Koppelberg Hill in the distance, they were relieved. He never ran. He never can cross that mighty mountain, the people said. He'll have to stop there, and the children will come back. But no, as they reached the mountain's side, the piper blew a call. And a marvelous thing happened. The side of the mountain opened wide, as if a wonderful cavern were hollowed out there. The piper marched in with the children, running after him. There were toys and candy waiting for them, and the sounds of their delighted laughter rang across the fields. The little lame boy was almost left behind, but the piper beckoned, and the boy dropped his crutches and ran. He ran right inside the mountain to join the others. The piper threw his crutches out. The boy would never need them again, and the mountain closed on the laughter of the happy children playing forever inside. And that creepy tale was The Pied Piper of Hamelin. I hope you enjoyed our story. Again, please, if you haven't subscribed already, please like and subscribe to our channel.
And link in the description.
Did you like the tale?
Yeah.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be making another video next. I haven't decided which one I'm going to do yet. We might do the Three Little Pigs. All right. Everybody have a magical day.